ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they signed up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been Frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today it all starts. The first of 6 on this Super Wildcard weekend, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wildcard Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down. And
he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jalen Phillips. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback,
They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Throw caught by Achane. Touchdown. Devon Achane, 34 yards. And the Dolphins will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take it.
Monster pick, and he drops the ball. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
This 2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 18-yard line.
Come on, 3, kick.
Once again, it's Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw is Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bradley Chubb, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A run with Mostert up the middle. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
All right, come on.
From midfield, here's Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Here's Jackson. Keeps himself upright. Eluding, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
For another Baltimore Raven. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ravens 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Up the middle, Achane. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 36-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, back to Achane. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now they're in the hurry up. Again, it's Achane. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tua going to throw. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. From the gun, Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. And they're going to speed things up here. And Jackson going to hold on to it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here. But they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. Let's see what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. H-Chan here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
A 40-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And gets by him and now a little dip. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Tua.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him, and his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Michael Walker there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. He's into the secondary. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Throwing Tua. Into the hands of Beckham. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Tua. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 36 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Tua. And it is taken the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Hill. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This is 1st and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 6 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card.